Guys, I made it. I have arrived.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. I have made it into somebody's dream.
What?
I had a guest starring role in a dream.
In a dream. Wow. Who
How did
was
it
the
end?
dreamer and what was dreamed?
You know the flat guy in the office?
Flat guy.
The office of the undead and Beetlejuice? I was like that guy.
Wait. The flat guy?
Yeah, there's
Yeah, at the end, right?
in like he has to go like in hell or wherever, and he's sitting in the office.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, I was like that, but I was sliding around on wires.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But there was always a line of police caution tape that went from your collarbone to the tip of your nose, running in parallel to the wire. So that was me. That was my role. I don't know what I did.
Wow.
That's
Well,
weird.
Being Flat Stanley, but
You were a flat man.
I was a flatman.
That's awesome. Was your face covered in the dream? Do we
No
know
idea.
that?
Yeah, I hope so.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Okay.
So-
Well,
You know,
Congratulations, I guess.
it's, yeah, thank you.
I don't know how I'm going to beat that, but I will try to. I'm getting someone's nightmare. I'll try to be
Ooh.
someone's nightmare.
I was never.
Man.
I was. You know what we should do? We should do an episode once on like lucid dreaming and stuff. But apparently, if you can realize that you're dreaming, and then you ask, let's call them the extras, the actors in your dream, you ask them certain questions. I don't know. You might get like a weird response, like ask them what the date is today, or what time is it, or something.
And
I don't know.
They'll be like spaghetti, and you're like, I fucking knew it.
I've never been able to control or do this, but if I'm ever in that situation again, I'm gonna ask them some weird stuff.
I don't know if we ever talked about this. Did we talk about that? Like knowing you're dreaming? Have we done this before?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I did that. I did that one time, and I knew I was dreaming, and I didn't wake up.
On purpose, or
like on purpose. I was like, wait a minute, this has got to be a dream. And
Are
then
you still asleep right now?
Oh God, is Leo DiCaprio my dad? Yeah. So I remember I was dreaming. I was in a hotel. I'm like, wait, why am I? Like, it didn't just make sense. Like, wait, where am I? And then I was like, oh, dude, this got to be a dream. And then I was like, if this is a dream, that means I got a sniper rifle under the bed. And I went under the bed, and it's a fucking sniper rifle. I pulled it out. Yeah. And then that's when I was like, oh shit, I think I was going to use it. And then I woke up. So, whew, I hope that was a dream.
Jesus.
Anyway, I love DC. I woke up shortly after I pulled out the rifle. Isn't that weird? That's wild, huh?
It is weird. I feel like there's been a couple times where like it seems like it's always right when you're transitioning from sleepness to awakeness, where like you're kind of like in and out. Where I swear I think I've been able to been in a dream and known and been like fully aware of my sleeping. But I'm still like everything, like I guess it's foggy, like what's awake, what's asleep, or am I just thinking these things, or are these actual dreams?
Yeah.
It's very confusing.
Yeah, I think we should get into this sometime. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We all do a lucid dreaming challenge and see who can do it the hardest.
Right. We can try that.
Which one? See who doesn't wake up wet? That'll be fun.
I would try it.
Yeah.
We'll all stream it.
Speaking of, there's a surprising number of people. I don't scroll around on Twitch a whole lot, but just the amount of people that I saw this week that were streaming themselves sleeping.
Yeah, that's a thing.
That's fucking wild. How do you even go to sleep knowing people are fucking watching you, dude?
I can't unless I know somebody is.
Nope.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. I couldn't put knowingly being like, okay, it's recording. Okay, good, it's recording. Now I'm gonna go to bed, and you guys can watch what my face is like when I sleep. I don't know, man.
If I was making the quiche that these people are making doing it, I mean, it doesn't matter.
If they're making quiche, is that a fetish? Do people do people get off on watching other people sleep?
We never said anything about that, I don't think.
Yeah, you brought that up. I feel like you're
Well, how are they making cash? Just from being on?
just from there's
streaming?
people. Yeah,
Just
there's
from-
people watching it.
Twitch,
Like that.
yeah.
That
Yeah,
one guy, Steven, you mentioned it, and so I've looked into it more. The Ludwig or whoever he is, you sent me that clip, that TikTok clip. Yeah, we're adult men that send each other TikToks. Back off, everybody.
Yeah, edit that out. Who is this guy? What does he do?
He's a streamer who has, I think he like had a decent fan base before, and now he's doing this thing where every sub he adds, I think, 10 seconds on to his stream.
Okay.
So he hasn't stopped, and people, keep subbing and keep adding time to it. So like that's why he's streaming him sleeping, because he can't stop the stream.
Try it out. I say we try it out. Do a fundraiser to get the better headsets with the better microphones, because we are way due. So
I'll do that.
try it.
Someone wants to fucking watch me sleep, they can have at it.
See, that's like, I would do that shit in a heartbeat, but it would be so embarrassing because I'd go like an hour and then the timer would stop and be like, all right.
Yeah. Not even. I was gonna say you better bump that to like 30 seconds, because you're gonna be like, all right, I did 5 minutes.
Oh God, no! Bump it to an hour.
Yeah.
We got some. And also, I've been watching a lot of Catfish recently. I think we should start doing Catfish detective work on stream. If anybody listening right now, just if you're in an internet or online relationship and you're not certain, let us know. We'll take care of it for you. We'll do some sleuthing. We'll get to the bottom of it. I feel like I've learned some things from Neve and Max.
Okay. I don't.
Catfish,
I love it. I'll
need to
do a
get back into
stakeout.
that show. That's a fun show. Catfish.
It is.
I've never seen
it. What?
I've never seen Catfish. Is it that the show? It's called Catfish.
Yeah.
And then they people just catching people in the act of like not being who they say they are.
Yeah. It's all.
So it's like Cheaters, but for like life, I guess.
There's a person in a relationship says, all right, hey, Neve, hey, Catfish, the show. I've been talking to this person, online text messages for 3 years. I think I love them. I've bought them a new phone, but they say that the camera's always broken. Can't ever video chat. I've been talking to them for years. They've never sent me a picture, or they sent me one picture.
Fucking move on.
No, it's the
Years.
craziest shit.
Yeah, no, you cannot do that. Let me tell you, you can't do that with today's dating apps.
Oh shit! You got any more stories?
Well, just a quick one. Once a year, I match with someone, and this year,
well, just to clarify, you mean like this thing happens once a year? You don't match with one person only one time a year?
Oh yeah, no, one match per year.
Per year?
Yeah, this year I matched.
Is this
with
because of
someone.
your standards? This is because of yours. This has got to be because of your standards.
No.
Really?
Well, I mean, sort of, maybe. I mean, there's obvious ones that I would swipe left on, right? Everyone has those.
Okay.
And then you got ones. Then you got
whatever.
Look,
Maybe you
don't. We're not going to get into it, but I've got tiers, right? There's obvious swipe lefts that are, wow, this is bad, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you got what I call, Dad would punch me if he saw me swipe left on this one. I got that section.
You're dating
right?
people because of who you think your parents think you date.
Look, there's some that I'm like, you know what, close, but no. if Dad saw me swipe left, he'd be like, "What the fuck's your problem?"
Oh wow.
So there's those, right?
Jeez.
And then like, then you get into my my league, right? Which is low, by the way. It's not high. I'm not saying I'm above. I'm average for sure. But look, this happened today. Today. I'm not kidding.
Oh, wow.
This person's profile says the most private things I'm willing to admit. If you know these 3 things, then these should be words: Vorachadumia, Enochian, and Rosicrucian. I'll tell you. Do you guys know what those are?
I don't know if that's cryptocurrency or if it's a clothing line.
This
I have no
person's
idea.
really into like spiritual universe vibes and all sorts of stuff. I'm not saying it's bad or wrong. I'm just saying,
yeah, it's just what they're into, and you don't know about it. Yeah,
it's just what they're into, and you can see. I said, okay, this is the wildest profile I've ever read yet, and
good lead.
And you see, they responded by saying, "Greetings, cosmic child of the universe."
Oh boy.
Okay.
And then the Star Trek symbol. I give thanks for the polite expression of praise. And then I responded, "As such unto you as well." So we'll see how this continues, but this is the start of.
Dude, I love it because it's like you're trying enough to date, but you're not, like, as soon as it's
impossible.
Like,
yeah.
Well, as soon as someone like responds, you're like, you know what? This isn't going to work out.
Yeah. That's what it becomes. Eventually you just give up. Yeah. It's not.
You're Larry David of dating.
Yes. Yes.
No.
All right.
Well, before we get going, I think we might have some new listeners listening this week.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I ran an ad for the podcast in Better Homes and Gardens, so I think there's some. I did some looking at some demos, and I think that might be one of our target areas. So,
okay.
Just for those new listeners, thank you. And a quick, we are Mark, Steven, and Jeff from the Hummings VR Comedy Podcast. Or no. Oh, no, you can't reference the podcast in.
Oh, boy, he did it. He referenced the thing in the thing, the definition.
Can't do that. Mark, Steven, and Jeff from the Hummies VR Comedy YouTube channel. It's our podcast. We do a word. We share some science, some stuff, and then try not to make dirty jokes.
Yeah, that's our biggest one, is try not to.
Thank you for all the new listeners. And do you want to do the word real quick, Steven, or do you got something?
No, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Do that word.
Unflappable.
Unflappable?
Flap.
Unable to
flap.
Yeah, I think we both said the same definition at the same time.
Yeah. So,
are you saying unflappable or unfappable?
Flap. So like an ostrich can't fly, right? But
sure.
it can flap its wings. Is that still something it can do? Yeah. So this would be like a bird that can't fly, but also can't even flap its wings. Unflappable.
Damn.
That's the obvious one, right?
That's the saddest bird ever.
I'm assuming you're saying unfappable, and I am saying the 80-year-old man had an unfappable pile of chewing gum between his legs. Unfappable. You're not able to.
Now that's the saddest bird I've ever heard of.
Sorry, Better Homes and Gardens. I'll clean it up. That's the only dirty joke.
Let's see. Eef. Both pretty wrong. Usually you guys are right on. Unflappable. Having or showing calmness in a crisis.
Ooh.
Okay. Not me.
Oh, so flappable would mean freaking out in a crisis.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can be flapped easily. You can be scared easily, or you can panic easily. Is that right?
I think it is. So I think you're right. If we use transitive properties of words, flap is freaking out. So are flags just having full on panic attacks all day whenever the wind is blowing? They're just
so.
freaking out.
God, that's sad. Wow.
Isn't it?
Sense. Yeah.
Poor
Huh.
flags.
And that
Wow.
definition, do you remember who that was by?
They're going to have to lower the flags to half mast because of all the flags panicking.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I got it. Sappiest.
How'd they send us that word?
Instagram. Sappiest
Oh, wow.
_ENG. Thanks for the
word.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's
I guess,
Instagram?
Oh God, it's like
Who cares?
okay. Yeah, I guess you should just keep all flags on the ground. keep them on the ground and make sure they stay there.
Right.
Yeah.
Pin them. Right.
Pin them on the ground is a better way to use your flag.
Oh, I bet that moon flag is just living. That's the flag dream. No wind, not flapping.
Yeah, there's no wind in Studio B.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
You've been hanging out with those conspiracy theory guys.
real quick, I'm just going to say this real quick because it's brand new news. It's set in stone. It's happening. Unless something else happens. June 23rd, Good Nights Comedy Club, recording my album. So
Nice.
if you are
Hell yeah.
Congratulations.
in Raleigh, North Carolina, if you're near there, their tickets won't be on sale yet. I think they should be on sale in the next couple days, but please come check that out. If you're nowhere near it, if you know someone that's in North Carolina, you should tell them to tell people. But yeah, that's happening. So that'll be the problem is I'm scared that I won't have enough shows to get my feet back by then because it's so limited. So I will be trying to do almost everything from now until then. But anyway, we can move on. I just want to plug that really quick, and I'm going to plug that every podcast going forward. And
Do it. That's why we're doing this. That's what this is for.
Yeah.
So.
No, that's great. Great reminder. I will plug it everywhere. I'll plug it up my ass. I'll plug it in other asses.
Wow. What a
I'll
good
plug
brother.
it on other people's asses.
Nope, you can't do that.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell them if they can plug it in 5 other people's asses.
Oh, a pyramid scheme of ass plugging.
Yes. And we'll see what happens. Yeah, you don't want to be, it makes sense. You don't want to get rusty because of COVID. Yeah.
Well, I was on stage this weekend and there was a set where I started talking and I was like, just completely blanked. Just blank. Because I had last time I did stand up. I did one time in February, but before then was like October because it was starting to get real bad around here, November, December. And I was just like, fucking don't do anything. And January didn't do anything. I turned stuff down in January, turned stuff down in February. And then there was one date in February. I was like, I'll do that date. But yeah, just blanked and started talking. And I was like, talking, and then I started going in a direction I've never gone before and things I've never said, like because sometimes you'll have an idea on stage and you kind of go in that general direction, but it was like I literally in my mind I'm like, what are you doing? What is happening right now? Why are you like so?
Your second brain was telling that to your first brain as you were talking.
As I'm talking, it's like, hey man, pick a direction and go. Don't. Like it was bad. It was bad.
I feel bad for you,
Mm-hmm.
kind of, but then I also am like, oh, welcome to my life. That's me.
I've got another topic that we should probably cut out of the podcast.
Good. Let's talk about all the stuff we want to cut out.
I was going to talk about Suez Canal tonight and the boat that got stuck, but it's free now. So what do we do?
Well, I don't know. I saw a shit ton of pictures about a boat in a canal that
Oh.
way, and I have no fucking clue about
you
it.
don't know.
It was almost to the point where I was so busy,
Yeah.
like, and yeah, of course I'd get on my phone for a couple minutes here and there, but I was like, I know this is a big thing going on, but I don't have time to learn about it. I don't have time to figure out what happened, and hopefully someone will let me know later.
All right. Well,
But yeah, I saw a picture of a big boat getting stuck.
it's a man-made river, right? That cuts through Egypt into the Red Sea,
Mm-hmm.
into the Gulf of Suez, so that boats can ship from like Europe and top of Africa all the way to Asia without having to go all the way around Africa, right?
Yep.
It's been there for a long time. And I think it's one of the busiest sea routes in the world.
Damn.
And so this large ship.
What's that? What's it called? Alcaraz?
Suez Canal.
Suez.
Yeah. So it halted global trade for a week almost, and cost the world. The world was freaking out for a while. So,
Dang.
and that's basically it. I mean,
How do you
if
get a
that makes
fucking boat
sense.
stuck, man? Like,
it's such a narrow pass. At first they said it was the wind. Like, it's such a huge ass like shipping.
That's a lie. I'm a big liar, and I blame shit on the wind a lot. That's a lie. I can tell you. That's
the wind is
horseshit.
the first thing I
Yeah,
use
always
in a
the wind.
lie.
Yeah.
Why are you
Yeah.
late? The wind.
Real bad wind.
Wind patterns.
So yeah, imagine like, you're a boat, it's going right, and then the front of it gets caught on a piece of land, and then the back of it slides, drifts, and it hits the other end of the canal. So now it's completely blocking the entire canal. And so for the past week, ships have been lining up, waiting. They thought they were going to free it, and it didn't. And by the time it got free earlier, 400 some ships were waiting.
So wait a minute. It was stuck for a week?
Almost. Yeah.
I thought, yeah, it's so funny you say that, because I look at that and I go, all right, some guy got stuck for a minute. And then I like kept scrolling.
Yeah.
But a week.
Yeah. With the busiest, and it's such a huge ship, and it got lodged so hard and so good that they could not free it. And it took days to do. And I mean, good thing it's free now, but I can already imagine, I was imagining this. Some ships eventually days later decided, fuck it, I'm going around Africa. I've got to make the shipment. I'm going to turn around and go around Africa to get to my destination. Have you ever been in traffic and you're in one lane, and then you see the other lane start moving? So you go merge into the other lane, and then that lane stops, and then the other lane moves.
Yes.
Yeah. Imagine being at the very end of South Africa, and then you hear the news that the ship got freed. What do? Do you turn around or do you keep going? If you're at that point, you're like, fuck.
You keep going out of principle. Yeah.
Yeah, you made your decision.
Yeah.
The thing might get stuck again. Who knows? Yeah. But
look, I know some people. There's going to be some people that they're gonna hear me say what I'm about to say, and they're going to yell, "Chill, this guy, shut up. This is all paid content. Get this horseshit out of here." It's not, folks. This is just me as a person. The only thing I heard about this was that it was going to really mess up global, or I guess the United States toilet paper supplies.
Oh.
Yeah, I threw my head back and I laughed and I laughed and I laughed. I said, "Fine, I don't care.
Why don't you care?
Throw it."
Oh, right. I know what you're doing.
Why don't you care?
I know what he's doing now.
I
Throw
need
all
toilet
that paper in. I don't.
Why is that?
Because I've got a tushy.
What?
I've got a tushy bidet.
What is that?
It's a little device that I've attached to my toilet that, hey, helps with bathroom toilet activities, cleaning up. It removes the need for toilet paper
On the
for
front too.
You can. I do. Sometimes just to
Yeah.
can't all just be one way.
Right.
Sometimes I like to take a little fire myself.
I'm sure you save a week's worth of time avoiding all that wiping that could have been doing.
If not more.
How much time have you saved up until this point since you got the tushy from hellotushy.com/hummies?
Probably enough time to figure out the math on that. So I'll have to get back to you on that.
Wow. Saving time. And then with that discount code, now money.
Crazy. What's more valuable in your life, time and money? I mean,
yeah. And what was that code again?
That's hummies.
hellotushy.com/hummies.
Wow.
And that's
hellotushy.com/hummies.
Yeah, and you know what that slash looks like? It looks like that boat stuck in the Suez Canal.
Okay.
Oh, the Alacatraz Canal. Yeah.
The old Alcatraz.
How much goddamn money would people save if they were to buy from
10%?
You're kidding.
Get the fuck out of here.
Calm down. But it's true.
Okay. Wow. Jeez. That's good news.
It is good news for me and anybody else that wants to jump on board. Nautical pun.
So I was thinking, like, this ship that got stuck. I'm sure Netflix is already making a movie about it.
Oh yeah.
In fact, I'm sure right now we could on the fly write the movie right now. Right? A captain's at home. He's doing breakfast with his wife and kids.
Doing breakfast.
Yeah.
Right. He's rushing. Oh God, I gotta go, honey. You know that whole shipping job I have.
The one I've had for decades.
It's a badly written script.
Hey, remember how I paid for breakfast today? I gotta do more of that shit. And I'm late for it.
Yeah.
So I love it. Keep going.
Please.
This guy, he was doing breakfast with his family. He reminds his wife that he does have, in fact, a job that he has got to go to.
He says, yeah.
What's next?
This is amazing. He's writing the movies that he's going to review.
I can't. It's such a stupid script. He says, yeah. Apparently we're going back to the Suez Canal, which I told you about many, many times. And then like, so he goes and like the ship gets stuck, and
wait, there's nothing in between?
Well,
bye, honey, sure. Smash cut to uh-oh.
No, there's stuff in between.
Oh boy.
There's stuff in between. He has a crew with his, one of them's such a cut up, that guy, the guy that handles the containers, that guy.
Yeah. The big thing they load on, he just uses his bare hands and moves them around.
Right. He's got a whole, family. Right. And then so the ship goes and then there's some other crew members there too. There's the engine guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
The engine guy, occasionally he comes out and wipes his forehead, goes, whew, are we done with these coal fed engines yet or what? And then, okay. So then they get in the canal, they get stuck. Okay. I'm just making this up, by the way, as we go. If you guys have ideas,
we know.
please tell me.
We're listening. We don't actually think you got your hand on a draft.
I've got to work out some of the middle part, but I know how I want it to end. I know how the climax, right, is going to be where the ship gets stuck, and eventually he gives up. He can't steer the ship out of the stuckness. So he goes, and then the boats are piling up behind him, and he puts his hand on his hips and starts shaking his head. And then the next 400 cuts of the movie are going to be other boat captains putting their hands on their hips, shaking their heads.
It's just a bunch of captains.
Yeah.
For like 20 minutes.
Right.
For 8 seconds at a time.
Maybe just 1 second
One
each.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It'll be a montage, but it has to be 400. And
to be accurate, you want to give the people exactly what it is.
Yeah, and then you're going to see captains that are bored telling stories. Like that scene in Jaws.
Oh yeah. Okay, so it's not even focusing on the actual boat anymore. It's going to other boats and what's going on in their boats.
Yeah.
Right.
And
then those captains are making phone calls to their wives and like, remember that job that I had? And remember that dinner I was supposed to be home for?
I told you I'd be there for our son's first baseball game.
Right. Now I heard, I don't know if this is a rumor or if this is true, but apparently one of the ships got bored and on their radar they sailed out the path of a dick and balls. Just to have that. I don't know if that's true, but like it's going to cut to that guy. And we're going to see the idea.
Sorry, Better Homes and Gardens. But yeah. Taking balls. Dude, I wonder how this guy got stuck in the first place. I would like to see it. Maybe the captain's steering the ship as furious, as aggressively as a captain does, and then he's eating fast food and a French fry drops on the floor and he goes to pick it up. The wheel
turns
and by the time he picks it up and looks up, he goes, ah!
Right. Yeah. This isn't exactly a Titanic story, but there's definitely got to be a reason for the wheel to spin the wrong way, right? Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Wind.
Blame it on the wind.
And then he blames it on the wind.
Yeah.
Wow. This is good.
So you're writing this or have written? Is that it? Is it done?
It has been written as of just this moment. So
that's fantastic. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
And then we will want to hear your review on your own movie.
It's got to end, right? Eventually, okay, the tugboats freed it. So how does it end? How does the movie end? I mean,
well, I guess it hasn't happened yet. I mean, who knows what might happen 10 years down the road? I mean, this guy got out of it. You could say that's the end, but I think it should follow this guy for another couple of years, and everywhere he walks and everywhere he goes, people throw shit at him because they hate him. And then he lives this life of just being hated, and then he turns into a villain and then kills Batman's parents.
Okay.
Guys, I just woke up. What the fuck are you guys talking about?
Sorry, I forgot you were asleep.
Batman's parents' origin story.
Right, yeah.
Okay. And so this guy's name is, what's the name of the ship? Evergreen or Evergiven? I've seen two different names, but is that the name of the villain? I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. It sounds like one, yeah.
Evergiven.
It says it's a big evergreen sign on the ship, so maybe he goes and decides, God, I'm not going to waste so much fuel doing these shippings all the time.
Yeah.
Instead, I'm going green. In fact, evergreen.
Oh.
And then, see?
Roll credits.
And then roll credits. Cut and print.
Something like that. Yeah.
Oh my god! Do we have voicemails or anything? Or
Yeah, let's go to those. Let's go to those.
Jesus Christ!
What's up, guys? This is Casey here from Dallas. Got a two-part question. Neither one of them are related. Feel free to answer both willingly. I guess it's consensually. Anyhow, two questions. First one, if we have rovers and these devices on Mars to, send back all this video and audio and images, what's to say, or do you believe that there's a chance that there could possibly be life from other planets already here on Earth, similar in the way that we have rovers and such on Mars or on the moon, things of that nature? Second question is, if Pinocchio says his nose is going to grow, does it? Anyhow, I appreciate you taking the time. Love you guys. Y'all are awesome. Keep it up.
Wow.
Casey from Dallas. Great questions.
Yeah, dude. Thanks so much,
Casey,
man.
Those are great. Wow. Thanks.
Thanks for the voicemail. That rover question just opened up my eyes. I was like, dude,
did it really?
Shit. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Aliens could have probes on this planet that we don't even know about?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know what they'd be. Maybe like possums aren't from here and they like threw possums down.
I could see possums being aliens.
Right. Where it's like you just, they all got cameras in their heads.
Or they're just taking people's garbage, like sifting through their garbage and taking it back and like taking pictures up, snapping pictures with their phones and sending it back home so they can
bank statements,
learn from us.
socials.
Yeah.
They're basically just scammers. Aliens
stealing
are just
identities.
Scammers.
Yeah.
They're getting ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I had not even ever thought of that. Yeah, it is possible. I mean, you hear about the UFO stuff all the time, and you automatically think, oh, unidentified vehicle. What if it's unmanned? What if it's just a little probe from somewhere? Who knows?
Yo, I'm not a car guy, so like half of the things on the road, I'm like, dude, I don't know what the fuck that is.
So you think you think that the probes that they could be sending could look exactly like our cars?
No, I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I'm not a car guy, so the only way I know what kind of car it is by looking at the back of it when it's stopped. But if I see one drive by, to me that is unidentified
Gotcha.
as well. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, sure. I got it.
Yeah.
So you're saying the pilots might be doing the same thing?
Maybe. I guess, it depends. It depends on one's education. When they're like, oh man, we don't know what it is. They're like, yeah, you don't know what it is.
Yeah, you got a point. That's right. I think you might see something on radar only, or just in infrared only. Something barely. Yeah, then I can see. Absolutely. Yeah. Wow.
I'd say with the size of the universe, and the little tiny bit that we know as people, it'd be silly to say that there's no possibility for it to happen. Do I think that it's happening? No.
You don't think they got things on? You don't think they got like little rovers themselves?
I think it's less likely that we're being probed and inspected and investigated like we are Mars and the moon than we are.
Probably because, that would be like us going up to a pond or like a little puddle on the side of the road with like micro organisms in it and taking a stick and being like, what the fuck's in there, and poking it. It's like, why am I going to waste my time with that?
Yeah. Right.
Well, and I feel like we'd probably notice it. But I don't know. I mean, who knows? We're very dumb and young as a species, as a planet. Who knows? I mean, they could have shit here that's completely invisible that we'd never know about.
Yeah, they got
wild
that Potter cloak.
question.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that they definitely got. I mean, with it, the government came out and were like, dude, we don't know what the fuck those things were flying around. So something's going on.
Or they just don't know what,
Yeah.
like you're saying.
I do like, I like to, you know what? I like the idea of some sort of rover-esque type of vehicle or their technology on our shit. That's fun to think about, man. That's crazy. I never thought about that. Why haven't I thought about that?
Don't know.
That's a gift to you.
You know why? You know why they don't have it here? Is because we're streaming everything. We fucking post everything. They're on the internet. Like, oh, we got it. We see what you're doing. We don't need.
And it sucks. Also, we don't need.
Oh yeah. Well, I logged in. You're sleeping.
We'll save the trip.
Yeah.
That could be one reason why they don't. Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Call me when you invent time travel.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It came up a lot, when Justin was on talking about the conspiracy theories, but like, I guess the best way I can put it is now I feel of the government and like these people that are saying like, oh, we don't know what this is, whatever agencies these are. Now, I guess my thought of them is that they're a dad of young kids. And they're like, no, we don't know what that is, but you better eat your vegetables. Okay. Or the Sandman's going to come and pull your toenails off.
Okay.
Like they don't have to tell us the truth at all. They like, if they're making the rules, they don't have to tell us anything.
Yeah, that is interesting because the government, I believe, would be the last people to be like, hey guys, we're going to level with you.
Right. You're old enough now. Yeah. Here, come have a beer with your government.
Yeah.
They wouldn't do that. But then also other governments might level with us, right? Or no?
We don't talk to them.
Like, what if, like, you know how it is like North Korea, where it's like they're not allowed, I mean, just anything. And they all have to smile and all that stuff. Like, what if we're North Korea? Like, what if we're allowed? And like all these other countries they're like us. What if I'm a
I got the title of this episode is the gas leak episode. I don't know what the fuck has happened at all.
No, I understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
I understand. But we can travel. We can.
Yeah, no, I know. But what if it was like
think we can?
Yeah, see, they want you to think you can.
Mm-hmm.
You get in an airplane, you fucking land 4 feet away from where you were. And you're like, this is Kansas.
All right, that's true. It could be.
Yeah, they just fucking take you up in the sky and go around a couple of circles and fucking put you in your own backyard. It's a different.
Interesting theory.
Yeah.
Wow.
If Pinocchio says that his nose is going to grow.
No, it doesn't. Because it only grows when he lies, right?
Yeah. Like, that's what made me, am I missing something? Because this seems like a.
Hang on. Yeah.
I think if he wanted it to grow, he'd be like, watch this shit, my nose is about to grow. And you're like, nah, your nose don't grow. And he goes, you're right, it doesn't. And then boom, it grows.
Pinocchio paradox arises. When Pinocchio says, my nose grows now, and there's a version of the liar paradox. The liar paradox is defined as a statement saying this statement is false. And he attempts to assign truth.
Because he would say my nose grows, and then he goes, all right, prove it. And he goes, I'm a fucking bird. And then his nose grows. So that's how he proves it. But if he says his nose grows, and he goes, yes, it does, it will not grow, because he is telling the truth. His nose only grows when he lies.
It always takes my brain a while to figure this stuff out.
But even without anybody else there, like if he's not having a conversation, And he says, my nose grows now, but then it doesn't grow because he didn't tell a lie. But then it didn't grow, so the not growing makes his statement a lie. Would it then grow?
Yeah, that's wild.
All right. So
And
you're
who the
basically
fuck
saying if
says
there's
my
a
nose grows now. Nobody.
I see what you're saying. So you're saying if a nose grows in the woods.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So another whole thing, the nose growing symptom that he has.
Symptom?
If no one's around to see it, is there a point to it growing? Will it grow anyway? Side note, I mean,
No, I think it just grows. I don't think someone has to be there.
no one has to be there to witness it. Okay.
No.
All right. So he could just tell lies to himself and have it grow.
Yeah. Fucking.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to? I have a follow up. Austin Batley said this.
Okay.
Hello, I'm from Austin, Texas. Oh my God, another Texas. Well, it's kind of big. It's like half the world. And I love your stuff. You're the best. And Mark is my favorite. Oh, he didn't have to say that. And he also didn't.
See that nose grow.
In the Warped Bubble podcast, y'all talked about how science talkers figured out a way to warp in space. The problem is Futurama already figured this out. Season 2, episode 15.
Oh, great!
They talked about
yeah.
They talked about moving the ship, but moving the universe around the ship. My question is, why do you think science talkers get paid so much if they just rip off cartoons from 10 years ago?
That's great. Yeah.
Love you all, guys. Sorry for the long message. Shit and cum. Austin Batley, thank you, dude. That. By the way, that shit. This was a message from like 2 weeks ago, but I even messaged him back, and in quotes, I said that shit and cum line killed me. Just the fact.
All of us are children. Wow. God, why does it work so well?
Can we come out with a shirt that just says shit and cum?
SNC.
It's like, what are you advertising? Like nothing. Just the word shit and cum on a shirt.
Can we do it to make it look exactly like your Master Hard shirt? Same logo as the Master Hard, but just shit and cum.
Oh wow,
so funny. SNC. We gotta at least come out with a shirt that says SNC.
God, that's great. That's great. We need that.
But great question, dude. Can science talkers just watch an episode of Star Trek and be like, well, my theory is this?
Yeah.
Like, well, that's what the theory was from Next Generation, which was in 25 years ago. So why are we paying you?
Yeah, I think Matt Groening and I think somehow his writers have used to be or were like geniuses or something. Well, there's that whole like they predict the future thing and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Everyone does. Simpsons, same people that made Futurama, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess that idea has been around for like a long time. The warping the universe around the ship thing. So yeah, I guess the science talkers must have talked, and then the drawers drew, and I got the talkers to talk again. I think
It's another one of those Pinocchio loops.
that's right.
Yeah.
Shit and cum.
I guess, yeah, he makes a good point of like, if someone can ask a question and you just reference a show or a movie and you're like, did you come up with that? Or are you just saying that because you saw it in a movie? And you could just, oh no, is that a movie? Oh, is Time Cop a movie?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's his question, which I think is really good. You're just answering people based on episodes that you've seen.
Oh, okay. So you're wondering if there are any scientists out there that actually ever have original ideas.
All right, let's start the podcast.
All right, for real. This is the one. This is the one that counts.
Go ahead and
Okay.
start it.
The pod. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's cold open. Other podcast, furious. We know that. That's a fact.
I don't think they're mad at this cold open.
Nope.
All right. Do we have another message? Let's take one more. You're gonna have to do a lot of editing on this one.
I've got one more. It was a comment left on last week's podcast video on YouTube,
Mm.
and I've been going back and forth on it. I've been thinking about it a lot, actually, all week or ever since they posted it.
Wow.
Do we address it? Do we bring it up? Do we, what do we do? And I don't know. I honestly don't know. I wrote some stuff down about it. And I have no problem cutting this out, or, I'm not sure how to handle it. Anyway, comment says, "Hello, I'm a longtime fan. My mother is about to lose a long fight with cancer. She is currently at the stage where she is no longer awake. Whether it is wrong or not, I wish that it would end now. I am 19 years old, and I haven't dealt with this sort of thing before. Is there any advice you can give on dealing with the death of a close loved one?" And then he edited the comment, and says, "Update, she passed away this evening."
When was that edited?
I think he edited. I think he edited it the day he posted it, so five days ago.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, damn.
Yeah. So this one, I've been thinking about so much because I saw it and I read it, and I feel like I can relate, and I feel like it's one of those. It's like do you stop and help? So my dad died when I was 22. I was there for the end. I, saw that. I, saw everything that was happening. So I feel like I do understand what Simon is going through right now. I can relate to it, and it's really fucking hard to lose a parent at that age. At any age, I feel like it's a really hard place in your life because you're aware of, emotionally intelligent enough to understand what's going on, but not enough to, I think potentially not enough to really be able to handle those feelings and thoughts and everything that's going on. So I wrote some stuff down, and I watched another thing, or a clip that I saw since then that I thought kind of helped make understand it a little bit. Is Chris Hardwick. The comedian Chris Hardwick has a bit about being in the Dead Dads Club. And he talks about humor and the help that was. And I agree completely. It probably at the time, and it's difficult to talk about because I don't mean to make light of it. I know, Simon or anybody that just had that happen is having some difficult times, but I think humor is so helpful in understanding what's going on or dealing with whatever's going on. But it's easier as time passes once you get away from the event or from whatever the loss is. But if I could say to answer your question, Simon, is there any advice you can give to someone dealing with the death of a close loved one? Number one, understand that the people that you're talking to and that are talking to you are trying to help. They're doing the best they can. A lot of people do not understand what you're going through. They're trying to empathize with you. They're trying their best, but they don't fucking get it. And from your point of view, maybe, I guess I don't want to generalize. Who knows? I think it's different for everybody. They're really trying to help, but they don't understand. And that, to my next point, would be find somebody that has gone through this. Find somebody that you can talk to, that you can relate to, that has gone through this, that you can just talk to things about. Because that's the other thing, is talking about it. There's no quicker way to take every ounce of oxygen out of a room than to bring up your dead dad or your dead. It is the biggest buzzkill, boner killer, whatever you want to call it. And just because people don't understand, they don't know how to relate or talk about that kind of stuff, or most often don't. I don't want to put everything in absolutes, like this happens, this doesn't happen, save voicemails, save any videos, any audio. I don't have any audio of my dad talking. I would give anything in the world to be able to hear him. This was, I think, before we had, visual voicemail on phones. And it was easier to just save anything like that. That's one, like, looking back now, I'm like, God, I bet there was something I could have found, but it's gone. Time has gotten rid of that now. And don't be worried about forgetting that person. I know that was a weird fear that I had. It was like, oh my God, like, you try to surround yourself with all the stuff of them and memories of them. Don't worry, you're never going to forget them ever. I think about my dad and, some other people that have passed every single day of my life. There's, whether it's something I see that spurs a memory of them or a conversation that we had or a joke that they told or whatever it is, you're never going to forget them. So don't worry about that. That was like scrambling, not knowing what to do. And that there may be a big feeling of hopelessness of just like that. Cause I remember, like, my dad was the strongest person I knew, and for him to die, to lose him, I was like, all right, well then what the fuck else? Like, what's true? What's not true? Like how can this person die? Like, this doesn't make any fucking sense. The whole world stopped making sense at that point. But time goes on, you deal with it, and it like, things seem to settle out and you figure it out.
Yeah. You just fear of forgetting. I totally forgot. That was a fear I had too.
Yeah.
I think it's common. Yeah.
I can't ever think about when people use that phrase, like, I lost a parent. Like, I know exactly where my fucking dad is. I didn't lose him. Like, it's not like a set of keys or anything. I don't know why. I think that's so funny. Like, I don't know exactly how to make it into a joke, but like, I didn't lose him. Nobody loses a parent.
Dom's got a good joke about losing his granny. He's like, yeah, last year we lost my grandma. She just got shorter and shorter. We just don't know where she is.
I know it probably sounds very cliche, and who knows if Simon ever even hears this. You're not alone. It may feel like you are. You're not alone. A lot of people have gone through this. Unfortunately, it's a really shitty fucking thing that parents die all the time. Give it time. Don't do anything rash. Talk to people about it. Talk to whoever you can about it. Don't let this shit sit in you and tear you apart or confuse you. Talk to anybody you can that will listen to you about it. Because everything is very confusing. There's people out there that can help you figure out whatever the answers are to any of it. So
nice. Yeah.
Well said.
That's great. Yeah.
I will.
Well, I mean, I saw it and I was like, he's 19. I was 22. I was like,
right. Yeah.
Like, I fucking get, like,
exactly.
It's not, it seemed odd. Like, why would somebody come into our comments and, like, at first I was like, is this like a troll of some sort? It was like somebody like oddly trying to troll. And I guess the best answer I could land on is like, even if they are, if anybody else hears it, maybe, and it helps. I hope it does. It just fucking sucks. Hey, I mean, look at me now. Well adjusted, right? Sure.
But yeah, yours is the most sound, and it probably really helps coming from someone who has been through it. Like you said, I mean, it's just
I don't see myself as a person of or in comedy, but when it was interesting. I always thought that as the years and time went by, finding out how many like comedians I looked up to and liked and respected were also in the Dead Dads Club. it was like, it started, and I think it was just me, dumb brain thinking like, well, is there some sort of correlation or
Probably.
Like, is it that tragedy? And I feel like it does adjust your brain. Like I would give anything to have my dad back. Sure. Obviously that's a no brainer, but I feel like the lesson that I learned from that, I mean, at least there was something like it to have learned that at such a young age and learned how valuable and precious everything is, life and your loved ones and the people around you. Like, man, I wouldn't change that for one thing, but yeah, it seemed like there was a lot of comedians. And so listening to their stuff, I felt like I was like, okay, maybe I get that a little bit more, or understand where they're coming from a little bit more. It's a shitty club.
Damn, this episode's fucked.
It is. It's a fucked. It's just the whole. I'm not even I'm gonna close the browser. We're not saving anything.
It is fucked. We are too ridiculous, and then we were all this way, and then all that way.
Dude, 180. We were never in the middle, dude.
No,
that's where we gotta be.
Just swerving from lane to lane. I don't even have a button to close it up with. Like, we gotta.
I think I do.
Tell me.
Shit and come.
Shit and come to you.
Bless.
Shit and come to both of you. Thank you.
Oh, those people from Better Homes, they're going to regret that they've ever sold me that ad space.